addicted to this thing. I'm gonna do a real quick tweet. You can erase that later.
Thanks to Clayton and their staff for hosting us again tonight. Appreciate the support very, very much. What else? What do I have here? This is only the beginning. Tonight, you guys, we thought about what we were going to do. You know, we always try and do something for charity, and we put our heads together and figured that, you know, let's do a little bit of a donation. Let's figure out what we can do for our community and specifically the kids. We really wanted to do something in and around education. So we talked about it and, you know, realized that, goodness gracious, we don't want to do toys. You know, everyone does toys and coats for coats and things of that nature. So we thought, you know, what the heck better than socks and skivvies? You know, I mean, everybody needs socks and underwear. Most of us. In that regard, we decided to have a little bit of a donation for the Stanislaus County foster kids and the homeless children in our area.
I am what's called a division director at the County Office of Education. The county office is this big old building that sits one block here over from us. And what we do is support smaller school districts in the county that are not in a position to be able to afford programs that are very costly, like special ed, alternative ed, regional occupation programs, and what have you. It's a huge job, bigger than what I've ever had, in that on any given day, I am responsible for about 13,000 kids in school. About 3 months ago, Modesto Police Department made a very big deal about a gang intervention grant that they got. The reason they made a big deal about it in getting that grant is because the gang issue in Modesto and Stanislaus County statistically is every bit as severe as that gang problem in East LA, Compton, the Bay Area. There are 9,000 bona fide gang members in this county. We decided to start a military academy, and it is taken on a life of its own. Kids have to make the commitment to give up the gang life, the drug life, and the first thing they do is sit down in that barber's chair and have their head shaved. And we started off with 30, right now we're up to 50, hiring another teacher, and eventually there's probably going to be a separate school for it where we can take in kids other than just our Corton Community School kids. One of the kids that went through our Work for Success program at the Maddox Youth Center is actually enrolled as a freshman right now at UCLA. And this was a hardcore gang member who decided, you know what, I'm tired of doing this stuff, there's no life to it. And he got his act together, got his diploma, had wonderful grades, and he's on to bigger and better things. I'll tell you about a little homeless kid that I first met when he was in 3rd grade at Empire Elementary School when I was the principal out there. David is his name, and had a pretty intact family considering they were living out in Empire. Mom and Dad then got into meth. They ended up splitting. David, incredibly bright kid, would come into my office because there was so much chaos in his personal life. He didn't want to eat lunch in the cafeteria with 200 other kids. So, an avid reader, so he would come in with Harry Potter books and with his lunch sit in my office. No bother, you know, he just wanted some peace time. And that went on for quite some time. And then all of a sudden, Mom couldn't pay the rent anymore because she was buying drugs with the welfare money. And all of a sudden, David didn't come to school anymore. So I finally tracked him down to a place off of Crow's Landing Road, and would go down and pick him up on a Saturday. One time I took he and one of his buddies down to Great America. We'd go hang out at the library, we'd go buy clothes, whatever it was, just for him to realize there was a normal life out there that could be had. And all of a sudden David disappears again, and this time I couldn't find him. Well, fast forward 4 years, as in 2 years ago, I was invited out to the high school in Patterson to talk on Career Day. So I go out to the high school and I'm getting set up in the classroom to talk about careers at the County Office of Education. And this frumpy little nothing kid with this huge jacket comes up to me and stands in front of me. And he goes, "Mr. Hittman, don't you remember me?" It was friggin' David, the same kid who I knew from 3rd grade. And did some things with him again, and as we speak, he is a freshman at Modesto Junior College. So, you know, you come across these kids, and your heart just goes out to them, and some of them you can save, and some of them you can't, but we never give up.
And that's why I'm glad you guys are doing it, because look, it helped me a lot to see it's part of it. I started a sports
Right here, dude. Freaking dream team